Hello, hello. Welcome to Gunning to Old Trafford with your host, Ibi, Farid, and Shady.
Wow.
Guys,
Welcome,
say
guys.
hello.
Welcome, guys. Brilliant stuff. We are back. And really back.
Back to our day job. You set it up nicely.
Yeah,
Back to our
guess
day
who's
jobs.
back?
Yeah.
Back again.
Shady's back. Tell a
Friend.
friend. Yeah, that's it. Right?
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talking
I mean,
about telling
You
a
got it
friend.
right. Tell a
Oh,
friend.
yes.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like
Tell a friend.
Tell a
Tell
friend.
a friend.
Tell a friend.
We
Brilliant.
back. So tell a friend.
Tell a
Yeah?
friend. We back.
Back to our day job.
Brilliant
Our
stuff.
singing is not good, but our football insights are okay. So, guys, make sure you're sharing it.
Better than the singing.
Exactly. Make sure you're sharing it and getting it out to a lot of your friends, family. Get it on your WhatsApp. Get it on your socials. You know, the more this channel grows, the more of a voice and more of a
Yeah.
platform you as Gunning to Old Trafford community has. And as you can see, we always have guests coming on. And this week, we've got a massive surprise. Someone watching football from the 1950s. Abdul.
Crazy, man. When I heard that number, I was already
I mean, we
flabbergasted.
weren't even a thought in the 1950s. Huh?
Wow.
That's
I think
amazing.
my father was 7.
My father wasn't even a thought in the 1950s. He was only born in 65.
My father's born 57, I think.
Yes, he also wasn't a
So
thought.
he
He
also
also wasn't even a thought yet.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, make
Big
sure
stuff
you
coming.
make sure you are subscribed and you hit that bell notification so that you know when that video drops. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sam
Awesome
Pam,
stuff.
thank you for all the comments. We love it.
Brilliant stuff.
Yes, we give you a shout out. I know you say you're shy, but listen, let's collaborate. You don't need to on your camera. We just do it with a voice. Come on, Sam Pam, do it for us. Guys,
man.
today we're discussing the Premier League. This
Yeah.
weekend we're back. Monday, 26th December.
December.
Boxing Day.
Yeah,
Boxing
but
Old school Boxing Day
Premiership. But we have crackers tonight and tomorrow Liverpool, Manchester City, man.
Guys,
Tomorrow,
and if you
man.
guys want to hear,
Crazy.
and if you guys want to hear about that,
yeah.
and if you want to hear about that, we dropped an amazing video today on YouTube that talks about the Carabao Cup,
Carabao.
League Cup,
Yeah.
the League Cup fixtures where we dissect Manchester United versus Burnley, Liverpool versus Manchester City, and Arsenal versus nobody because they've been kicked out of the Carabao Cup.
It's a rest day. It's a rest day. Signed still by the
I
Kronkers.
still can't say Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
League
yeah,
Cup,
yeah,
man.
League Cup.
League Cup, League Cup.
League Cup.
Arsenal
No,
were
but-
drop kicked out of the League Cup.
Guys, I can feel it coming. These guys.
The pressure is on,
The
boys.
pressure is on. And listen, yeah. And since we are going to go that way and you drop kicked us out, and we're still on top of the table, we're going to start at Arsenal.
Yes, definitely. Let's go.
Cracker. West Ham. Against West Ham at the Emirates. Look here. Like
Come
we said
kid.
earlier on, Arsenal have done very, very, very well. The mini pre-season or whatever you call it, the mid-season thing
Yeah.
in Dubai.
Funny.
They've been doing well. It's about getting the 3 points
Yep.
on Monday. Nothing more. Nothing less. 3 points. That's just how it is. West Ham's going to be tricky.
Tricky.
They had a lot of players that were obviously resting. You've got a few players back, and that we'll speak about later. And thereafter, on Saturday, we are playing.
Not Saturday, Monday.
Oh, no, on Monday, and then the next one on Saturday is Brighton. So two tough matches within 5 days for Arsenal. And yeah, nothing more than 6 points, or else problems in paradise.
Okay.
That's
This is
what I
when
say.
the cream floats to the top.
This is it.
This is when the cream floats to the top.
100%. And you know, somebody made a, I think it was Masood Dasu. We were with him yesterday, and he made a important point. Normally, when you come into the December run of fixtures, December, January, a lot of the smaller clubs, they don't have deep squads. They tired, so it's easy to pick them off during this run. You know, and you can rack up the points. But a lot of the smaller teams had a lot of the players on rest
Yes.
for almost a month. So they're going to be fresh and raring to go.
Especially
You know?
these two games, Ibi Farid, you know, and that's why I did it in a pair, because I mean these two matches for everybody is 6 points.
Yeah.
And 6 points can really topple you or really lift you to the next level. So the next week is important, I think, for all.
So
all three teams.
Abdul, you know, just give us a little bit more insights. I know you're just talking about the fixture, but just dive in a little bit about West Ham and your thoughts.
Well,
You know,
West Ham-
what the injuries that you guys have. Maybe if you want to tell us about injuries we don't know about, maybe some incoming players that you guys are talking about, and then how this fixtures are going to play out for Arsenal. Like, what are your thoughts and then your predictions on these fixtures?
Brilliant. Today, guys, Ibi is really the oracle. Jeprat vandaag. But I love it. I love him in this mood. So yeah, so anyways, guys, West Ham always a tough fixture. As you know, neighbours, London. Just a small bus drive down the road. And West Ham, David Moyes have a fully functional team. Strong team, can really come to the Emirates. But Monday night, North London forever. It's gonna be amazing. The atmosphere. However, as you guys know, and we spoke about this earlier on, a lot of the players, for example, Thomas Partey, Martinelli, Saka, all the boys are back. I don't know what's the thinking with Arteta. I don't know how they're feeling at the moment. Obviously, Reece Nelson really did well before the World Cup. Also injured, problem. Jesus, as you guys all know, problem.
But probably coming back early.
Hopefully he's looking good. And obviously the two names that's still in our heads, Ibi at Arsenal and Farid, is Mudryk from Shakhtar. Apparently amazing winger, very tricky, very fast, very nippy.
But you see the amount Shakhtar put on him?
Yes, it's 120 million.
120 million euros.
Oof, that's crazy. And obviously Tillemans. And I'm going to end it here. The return of our number 10, ESR, Emil Smith-Rowe.
Oh, brilliant.
So I'm looking forward to Emil. What a player. Absolutely. I still feel if you're talking 10 for 10, pound for pound, if Emil Smith-Rowe did not get injured, he would have definitely pipped Madison for the World Cup. Also if he didn't play.
I mean, that was a bad decision by Southgate not to play Madison. I think there were games where Madison could have come on. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. Abdul,
so yeah,
put your money where your mouth is. Predictions?
Arsenal 2-0 Klaus Schwab. We stay on
both games?
Brighton away is going to be a bit tough. I expect us to maybe concede, but Klaus Schwab 3-1.
Okay, but we'll discuss Brighton next week.
2-0 3-1.
More in depth after we see Arsenal.
I'm being honest with you. I'm serious that I don't know.
2-0 3-1.
There's something about
Trossard goal
the olive oil, black-headed Mikel Arteta and the boys. I mean, you know, Thomas Partey not even going for 2 days off and going straight from Qatar, getting to an airplane to Dubai. Same thing with Martinelli. There's something cooking. These boys want to play.
But you know, it just shows the hunger of these players. Yeah. And it's, you know, it happened with him. It happened with Martinelli. But did you see Mbappe? Mbappe returned to PSG today.
Yes, he's back.
66
Amazing.
hours ago, he just lost the World Cup. My man is already back at PSG. The mentality, man.
Kylian, man. What a player.
Messi, you did him dirty with that filthy Emi Martinez.
I'm disappointed with Martinez,
Poor performance.
man.
But we'll talk about that in our World Cup segment. Farid, Abdul went with a cracker for Arsenal. Because United are playing the last, you know, the Tuesday fixture.
We curtain raisers.
You guys are curtain raisers for us.
For a big one.
For a big game. So let's jump into Liverpool. Farid, your thoughts?
Away at Villa Park.
Villa Park, a tough game. Good
No,
evening.
Gerrard.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. You know what
Good
they did
evening
to
gave
Manchester
us,
United there? Klaus Schwab there.
Look, it's it's going to be a funny one, right? Because Martinez might not be there.
No Martinez. Of
No
course, he's
Martinez.
partying it out and being
He's
a
not
really... No Virgil van Dijk.
No Virgil van Dijk's back.
Is he back?
Yeah, the whole
back.
team's
I think
back.
he also
All the players are back except for Konate. I think Konate will take a bit of a break maybe. I think he's already joined the team, but I don't think he'll play. Matip's back. Gomez is fit. Our team is looking good.
Okay.
Team is looking good.
Hey, can I ask you something? Is Thiago in?
Thiago's fit.
I like him, man.
Alcantara.
I love Thiago, man.
Thiago's
If you
fit.
guys didn't know, just a bit of a snippet here and there. Thiago and Rafinha are brothers.
Yes.
Amazing.
100%.
And you would never say.
Yeah.
Never say.
One is Brazilian, one is Spanish.
Yo.
It reminds me of the the Williams brothers.
Yeah, Inaki
Williams
and
and Nico Williams.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
So, Villa Park, I think no Martinez. Coutinho apparently is not. Well, I don't know. Well, even if he plays, he's not really on form. He's done absolutely nothing this season. So I think Liverpool, tough game, but I see them winning it. Nunez is playing well. Darwin's playing well. Salah's looking on fire at the moment. Jota and Luis Diaz are still a little bit further away. Diaz obviously in March only, but Jota's starting to train, come back in. So we should see him fit and ready to go soon. I think it's an okay game. Should be able to take it. I think Henderson will start.
Yep.
I think Henderson will start. If he doesn't start, then it's probably going to be Milner or
Well, then
one of
Thiago in the middle.
yeah, or probably Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is fit as well. So we've got a decent team going into it. I think our injury worries are starting to come down.
Okay.
January is going to be
Important. Yeah. Any rumors?
well. There's a lot. There's a lot.
No, but like
So-
cherry pick your top 3 for us, or top 5.
So the
if
three
you-
I'm excited about with the talks that's happening is obviously Amrabat. I think that's a good
You think in
January signing.
January, Farid?
I think
Oh,
it
that
has to
would
happen in
be
January.
an amazing sign.
I think it has to happen in
Wow.
January because I think if they wait until the summer, then they're not going to be able to get Bellingham and Amrabat and whoever else, right? So
Look at these guys talking big, young.
Yes.
Look at the names rolling off his tongue.
Look,
Amrabat
Jude also.
and Bellingham
Bellingham.
and this one.
So look, so January,
Liverpool.
January
These
they're
guys.
talking about. So Declan Rice might not sign a new contract, by the way.
Amrabat, Jude
Jude,
Bellingham, Declan Rice.
And Madison.
So
there's-
you
so
don't want to
there's-
play with no wingers. Only
True,
4
true,
centre
true,
midfielders.
So that's the 4 players Liverpool are linked
Liverpool.
with. I think if they get 3 out of those 4, that's probably what they're going to push for. So whether it's Madison or
Deep pockets you
Declan
guys
Rice,
got?
well, we're starting to have deep pockets.
Jude Bellingham will cost you 150.
But that's
Declan
summer.
Rice will cost you 80. That's
Yeah,
230. Amrabat will probably cost you about
about
30
about
or 40.
Yeah. And then Madison.
big money.
Madison, I think,
270.
is the one that's going to fall away.
And Madison about 30. So you guys got 300 million pounds just on midfielders.
We need it. We need it. That sorts out our midfield for the next, 6-7 years?
300 million pounds is a big investment.
It's a big investment. Look, honestly, here's my view.
Wow.
I think Amrabat happens in January.
Oh no, for
I
me
think
that's
Amrabat
already a
happens
winner
in
for you
January.
guys.
If we don't get anyone else, I'll be happy until summer next year.
Next year.
Then it's going to be the battle of the.
I'm gonna
proper
burst your
leaders.
bubble when I talk
The
about
proper
my.
leaders.
I'm gonna burst your bubble when I talk about my transfer news as
No,
well.
I know United's now in for Bellingham as well, but his father doesn't want him to go to United. His father wants him to go to Liverpool.
It's fine. Doesn't matter what his father wants. Man. It's
father's
about
the
what
same.
Bellingham
Okay,
wants.
but the
His
Jude
father's
Bellingham
agent.
one obviously would happen in the summer.
Summer, yeah.
It's definitely going to happen.
I mean, Liverpool were being bullish. They were trying to lock him up now.
I think they're having discussions. That's the thing. They're trying to. They're not making the same mistake they've made in the past with other players. I mean, they lost Chouameni like that. They lost what's his name? Jesus, where did he end up going?
Camavinga.
Not Camavinga. Went to Barca, and I can't remember. Now.
Midfield.
No, not midfield. There's another player that went to Barcelona now recently also.
Rafinha.
Yes.
You guys were in for Rafinha as well.
Yeah,
You guys
yes,
are also in
yes,
for
yes,
Rafinha.
yes, yes, yes.
The problem is Liverpool waste their time. They say, okay, fine, we'll wait until the summer.
Yeah.
I think this time what they're doing is they're keeping contact with the player, keeping contact with the club, keeping contact with
So
the
you mean they're
agents, and
breaking
they
rules?
They're not breaking rules. You're allowed to talk to the players.
You're not. Only when they're in the last 6 months of the
Yeah,
contract.
well, not officially. You're not making an official offer.
Guys, you heard it first on
Liverpool,
Gunning to Old
we
Trafford.
caught you guys.
We caught them and their
on,
fans
man.
holier than thou. We don't want Arab money, but they go break Premier League rules, FIFA rules, and tapping up players.
It's not tapping up. It's not tapping up. It's not tapping up. So look, here's the thing. What I think.
I'm naughty today. ne?
Today,
You're very naughty today.
This boy. This boy is naughty today, and I love it. I love it. I love it.
Look, I think the rules are clear about tapping up players is making an actual offer. I think what they're doing in this case is they're keeping contact and keeping the fires warm.
And I think that's the way football
You have
goes
to.
nowadays.
You have to. If you lose contact with the player and the player forgets who you are,
And Liverpool are pretty forgettable.
Can I be honest with you guys?
Sorry.
Can I don't know, and Farid, you know I love you. But I just don't I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just
Yeah.
I don't see Jude Bellingham coming to England. I honestly see that boy going to Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, ne?
I have this
I think he's a
feeling, man.
Galactico.
Yeah, that was a Galactico, man.
Yeah, but the problem is
But-
he going to start every week?
Yeah,
He
that's
will.
also another.
That
He's a
boy will
top
start.
player, man.
He'll start.
I don't know. know, man. I just
I
have
mean,
this
they bought
feeling.
Chouameni and Camavinga to be the center of that midfield, right?
Yeah, but Bellingham at 19 is doing things that players in their
but now
prime
you've
are not
already-
doing.
Now you've already got Camavinga and Chouameni that you spent how, and then they bought this other youngster that they just bought. now.
Oh yeah, but that big money is only.
No, but
18,
he's only going
17
in
years old.
2024.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, still, they got no money.
And he paid big for him.
Madrid got.
That was what? How much was that money? How much
80
was
million.
that?
got
80 million.
Yeah, Madrid got a lot of money. Man.
80 million. They don't. I think it's going to be interesting.
Interesting.
I forgot something, but something very important. Can I? You don't. You
Hey,
allow me.
go.
News just out of the Emirates. It's not yet. It's confirmed, but not yet by us. Gabriel Martinelli 2027.
New contract.
Now Shapa 2027.
Black and white,
And you know
baba.
what? Just before the World Cup, he said in a press conference when Klopp was trying his tricks
Yeah.
with Martinelli, he said, "Just give me the pen, man." Martinelli 2027.
Brilliant.
It's
The
a good-
only one
it's a
that's
good one.
worried about.
So
Worried
did
about
it take
is Saka.
Arsenal? Did it take Arsenal like 6 weeks to find a pin?
Looks like it, man.
It's
And
a
we
bit
were talking about
disappointing.
that. We could have given him this one here.
Exactly.
Or
The
get
main
the-
pin.
the main pin
Martinelli, Ateta.
Why
If you
did it
ever
take
need
so
a pin,
long?
just call us.
Here's the pin,
We'll
man.
ship this pin DHL Express. You'll get it in 24 hours.
You guys should have wrapped it up already,
It's going to
man.
be fun, eh?
It's going to be a fun. It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited
It starts
about.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
This season starts now.
But listen to me. Whoever signs Bellingham
Agreed.
needs to be Champions League players. Champions League playing. If Liverpool don't make Champions League positions, they can forget about signing Bellingham.
No, they won't.
If United don't make Champions League positions, they can forget about all the names that we link to as well.
You-
All these
that's-
boys want to play Champions League football.
But the thing is, that is why January is going to be so important, both for United and for Liverpool.
100%.
Before the money comes in.
100%.
They have to get in someone to strengthen their squad. Like United talking Cody Gakpo, or they have to get someone in.
100%.
They have to secure the Champions League spot for next season.
Exactly. No, agreed.
Wow.
So that's Liverpool.
Your
Villa.
prediction?
I'm going to go with the 2-0.
Liverpool.
2-0, yeah.
Nice.
I think it should be okay.
Beautiful.
Over to EB.
Over to
Manchester
EB.
United.
So before I get into transfer news and stuff, two things has been sitting on my head and I want to get it off my chest. One is about an ex-Manchester
Oh, I'm
United player.
scared.
No, I.
Yeah.
nothing
But
to
as
be
you
scared
guys
about.
can see today, Ibi is in the middle.
In the
So
middle.
we're here for him. We're here for him.
One is about an ex-Manchester United player, and one is about a current Manchester United player. And I'll start with the current one. Our thoughts, our strength all goes out to Jadon Sancho.
Oh, yes.
Going through a really difficult period at the moment. He deleted his Instagram, then he brought it back on, but there's no post currently.
Shit.
He's been training away from the United team. It looks like this boy is going through a lot of personal things, whether it's mental health issues,
But I love the way Ten Hag is handling
it.
I love the way.
Whether it's mental health issues, whether it's personal issues that's impacting him, whether it's footballing reasons that's putting pressure on him. But this boy came from Dortmund with a lot of hype on him, and also a youngster. Right? Let's not forget, Jadon Sancho is a youngster.
He's 21. He's
21.
exactly the same age as Saka. Foden,
Exactly.
and-
Yeah,
So
all-
a youngster, a lot of
Yeah.
pressure. And the English media have been on him since he joined United.
Yeah.
So I think he's and also he's gone through a lot of personal stuff as well. So hoping that whatever he's going through, whatever demons he's battling, we as Gunning to Old Trafford, we
Of
got your
course,
back,
yes.
we've got your support. We're there for you, and we hope that you come out better for it. And like Farid said, love the way Ten Hag is handling it. It's not forcing him to get back into the team. Sent him to Holland to do training alone just to keep fit.
Yeah.
But not only from a physical perspective, also from a mental perspective.
Yeah.
Just so that he can get away from football and get his head back into the right space.
Look, I think it's good that someone's now finally taking control of the situation, right?
Yeah.
Because before this, no one really took control of the situation, but because you could see it coming, right?
100%.
There was no performances happening. In times like this, don't you miss Ferguson?
Oh, 100%.
Don't you miss Ferguson?
Ferguson is a hand around the shoulder,
You just
But
took
you
the
know
words
what?
out of my mouth.
As much as
Put
he
his
was
hand
known,
around his
as
shoulder.
much as he was known for the hand dryer treatment,
No,
he was
he also-
equally known for being able to, be that father
Nurture.
figure. 100%.
And you know what? That's what we see from Ten Hag from the beginning. I mean, he really, really is a good rapport with us. And fans out there and us as well, we also need to understand that these footballers, are also just humans.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean the way people are going, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to jump into Cristiano Ronaldo. And
Oh,
all
that's
of
the
this
next player I was going
You
to
know
talk
what
about.
I'm
So.
saying is these boys are just they're human, just like us. They have the same emotions.
We think because they get paid all the big bucks, they,
Exactly.
they,
Doesn't
they
matter how much
impervious
money
to
you
all of
get.
it.
Doesn't matter how
They're
much
not.
money you
They're not.
Guys, we all know it. No matter how much you're earning, money doesn't bring happiness.
Oh, agreed.
Doesn't.
Peace,
Agreed.
ease, all of that brings happiness. So no matter how much money these boys are
said it.
getting paid, if you're getting constant garbage spewed at you, whether it's on socials, even if you're not reading it, your family are reading it,
Man.
your friends are reading it. You know, it impacts you as a person.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
I think
so,
he just needs
guys,
to go back to his roots, man. You know what I'm saying?
But I think-
it's like what Saka did when
Yes.
Saka
He went
after the
basically,
Euros.
you're right,
Back to his roots.
Enjoy what
grounded
you're
himself,
doing.
enjoyed
Exactly.
himself, and see he's
And
back to being
also
a
for it,
footballer.
like you just said,
And like
now-
Rashford.
like with Sir Alex Ferguson, and what I like about the Manchester United setup, they have the man for that job. It's Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Mikel Arteta was really influential in getting Saka back to where he is now. So Ten Hag, like I told you from the beginning, I believe in that guy.
Yeah.
Same like Jurgen Klopp. I really do believe in these managers. They're world class boys. You know what I mean?
They're different.
Yeah.
But also, what's important, we as football fans need to also take responsibility.
Correct.
You know, with the onset of social media, we feel that we can say what we want, do what we want, and players are oblivious to it. Let me tell you, with us gunning to Old Trafford, we know players see what is thrown out on social media.
Amazing, eh?
Right? So they see the good, but they also see the bad. So let's make sure that we treat them as humans. We don't treat them as, just objects.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have feelings towards them. Let's have feelings about what they're doing. We love them watching them play football. So let's not be dirty, racist, disgusting comments, attacking their families. That's not called for. And I think what we're seeing now with Emi Martinez, how he's going on with Mbappe, and the way the Argentinian fans, they're burning effigies of Mbappe. Those things are not good. And Mbappe is not an old player. He's a 21-year-old or 23-year-old. 22-year-old youngster. Imagine seeing people burn pictures of you.
Nah.
And for what? And for what?
Argentina, don't
Guys,
do that, man.
fans, let us take responsibility as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one player I want to talk about. So, big up to Jadon Sancho, wishing you all the best and a speedy recovery. The second one is an ex-Manchester United player, and this is the last I'm going to talk about this topic, Abdul.
Yeah.
But he comes back to respect, right? Cristiano Ronaldo. The only reason I didn't want Messi to win the World Cup, and not because I hate Messi, I really love Messi, I really love the football that he plays, but I knew the hate that would be then targeted to Cristiano Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. Guys, the man lost a child, right? Put yourself in his shoes. If any of you had to lose a child, where would you be from a headspace perspective?
I think the problem with that, EB, is a lot of
Media
football
reports.
watchers. A lot of football watchers now are not at that age,
Exactly.
right? They're not at that age, so they don't understand it. When you become a father, when you become a parent, you will understand.
I didn't look at
Kids
it
change
like
your
that.
life.
It's a very
Kids
good.
change your life.
But guys, let's have that compassion,
Of
right?
course.
So he's had that personal stuff going on there. He comes back to Manchester United, struggles at Manchester United. And let's remember, Cristiano Ronaldo has a massive ego. And not because he's an arrogant person, because he earned it.
Yeah.
Right? So he doesn't walk into that
It's what
Manchester
fuels him.
Exactly. But he
It's
doesn't
what
walk
fuels
into that Manchester United team, right? So what happens? Scrutiny on him gets higher. So you've lost your child, and now the footballing side, which you normally can escape from, is now also becoming a really toxic place for you, right?
It's a
Because
he hasn't had a mental breakdown.
exactly,
Honestly.
people are going in on you 24/7. You're not making the United team, and it's very uncharacteristic of Ronaldo to walk out of a stadium.
Yeah,
He would
yeah,
never.
yeah. No,
He's
no,
one
he was
of
pushed,
the.
didn't
He's one of the most professional players that I've ever grown up watching. So for him to walk out, whether it's not Ten Hag's fault, that's on Ronaldo, but all of his situation, wherever he's been, pushed him to that moment to walk out of that stadium, right? He then goes into the World Cup. All of these
Happy.
expectations, happy, thinking it's
mentally
going to happen.
strong.
And what happens before the World Cup? The media on him.
Bruno Fernandes,
He's had an
João
issue with
Cancelo.
Bruno. He's got an
Oh my
issue with
God.
João. He's got an issue with this one.
Rafael Leao.
Right? He scores a goal. They say, oh no, it's Penaldo. Right? The pressure starts on him. Then he gets dropped. The pressure is on him. Oh, Ronaldo is this, Ronaldo is that. He doesn't play, they lose. Ronaldo is this, Ronaldo is that. Guys, come on.
I also don't think Georgina helped out in that case when
Yeah,
he got
she-
dropped.
yeah.
That message she put up, I understand it's your partner and it's someone you want to defend, right? And big ups to her standing by her husband, but I don't think she made the situation.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I think she made the
But it was the
situation.
moment, like the heat of the moment.
It's a
you
heat
know?
of the moment.
Do
But I
you
think
know-
looking back on it, she probably realizes that it was a mistake.
Yeah.
But do you know, guys, and I'm sure you guys, you know, in football is very emotional.
It
Let's
is.
be honest about it. There's certain players we see, and I'm not going to mention names, when they're out of the World Cup, on the halfway line, the tears. It's a
Yeah,
camera.
exactly.
Oh, is it camera good on me? Okay, I'll show my tear here. When Ronaldo was out of the World Cup and he walked off, that was
Walking to the
pure.
locker room.
Walking to the
Listen,
locker room.
Ibi, that was pure. You could see this
The
man
sadness.
was crying from his gut, and not for cameras. He was crying from the gut, and then you could see that day. I think everything just exploded.
Exactly.
And he walked out. You never saw anything.
And since then,
you
he's not
felt
been
it,
on
man.
social media.
Nothing.
He's not posted anything. So, you know, again, we get back to that point. No matter who you are, no matter how much money you have, you know, mental health is a really important thing.
It
right?
is.
And it doesn't mean it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's immune to all of the spew, all of the garbage that's being thrown out. So, guys, let's step back a bit. Let's enjoy him for the GOAT that he is. You know, all-time top goal scorer globally. Got the most goals ever. Broke the 700 mark. Right? While he was at United. All-time international goal scorer.
Yeah.
5 Ballon d'Ors. 5 Champions Leagues.
Decorated.
Won it in England. Won it in Spain. Won it in Italy. At the highest levels. You know, I saw a stat. And this is no jibe at anybody else. Messi won 1 or 2 titles for Argentina out of the 23 titles that they won. Major titles. Maradona won 1 title for Argentina out of the 23 titles.
86.
Pele won 3 titles out of the 50 titles, or whatever that Brazil is, or whatever the number was. Cristiano Ronaldo won 2 out of the 2 that Portugal is. Portugal are not a great footballing team.
No, no, no.
No.
But Cristiano Ronaldo transformed them into a team that go for the
Challenges.
best. Right? So let's have respect to him.
Yeah.
And Messi winning the World Cup. Yes, you can love Messi, you can call him the GOAT, but it doesn't give you the right to then disrespect Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
And I think that's important.
Yeah.
Right?
Agreed.
And on both sides. You are a lover of Ronaldo, you are a lover of Messi. Doesn't mean you need to disrespect either of them on both sides. Let's just, like we said it the last time, let's enjoy both of the
Of course,
GOATs
yes.
in the prime, in the twilight of their career.
Yeah.
We've got what, maybe a year left of both of them. Ronaldo might be done, might be going to Saudi, might be never see him playing European football again.
But you know what I have a lot of respect for Ibi is after the World Cup, he goes now to Real Madrid and he's staying at the Real Madrid stadium. Guys, that's not the sign that he's signing for Real Madrid.
No,
again.
it's
Exactly.
It's just his happy place, I think.
100%.
Right? He's got they respect him there. The fans love him. The staff love him. So I think he's just going back to a happy place. And I'm happy for him. To see him going straight back into training, that is something you love to see.
100%.
Love to see.
100%.
Brilliant.
But anyways,
We're talking about that, right? And we're talking about attacking players and stuff, right? I'll be the first to say that when I'm not someone that singles out the saying, or the team played crap. I'm someone that will say, does player play crap, does player play crap. But they have respect. These guys that go on Twitter and then they actually tag the player in the tweet.
yeah, it's
That is, guys, if you want to make, like, I'll say it. When Henderson has a bad game, I'll say Henderson had a crappy game today.
don't
But I
tag
don't go
you.
and tag Henderson
Exactly.
in that post.
Exactly.
Have a little bit of respect. You're allowed to rant. You're allowed to vent. You're allowed to.
But do
it's
it-
your team. You love
do
it.
it with class.
Do it with class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it with class.
I know Abdul always talks about respect. And life should be based about respect. But social media has brought out like the worst of society.
Yeah.
Ugly side.
You know,
Yes,
the ugly side of society. Internet, social media is good, but there's also the dark side of it, you know, which is really bad. But anyway, that's my
I think we needed
No
it.
rant.
my
No, that was
rant
brilliant.
of the day.
Love it.
And we got you, Ibi.
Yeah, thank you
Jaden
guys.
said
Thank you
to
guys.
Cristiano Ronaldo, love you guys, man.
Yeah.
And listen to me, Ronaldo will never not be the GOAT in my eyes. Ronaldo will never not be a legend of Manchester United in my eyes. So no matter what happened, it happens. Beckham left United under tough circumstances. Van Nistelrooy, Jaap Stam, Roy Keane, so Rooney almost, you know, with Ferguson. So
Mark
you know, these
Hughes.
things happen. Mark
Football.
Hughes, it happens. It's football. But let's enjoy these
Even
players.
the ball is wrong.
The ball is wrong,
Like you
100%.
said.
But anyway, let me get back into my team. So, we spoke about Sancho. Injury-wise, looks like we're good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka probably back as well.
Forest.
Yeah, we're playing
Wasn't
Forest.
he linked also Ibi, with a few teams? Wan-Bissaka?
Apparently, he might be moving out. I think going back to Crystal Palace, maybe
Okay,
West Ham.
okay.
Let's see what happens there. But I think it'll be good for Wan-Bissaka. I think he
Isn't
needs...
Dallo's a doubt though?
No.
Slight doubt.
Slight doubt because he's got a bit of a knock. But let's see. I just want to talk through the injuries coming out. So Wan-Bissaka is back. Twanzibi has been training on his own, trying to get his match fitness back. Like Farid says, Dallo is a bit of a doubt.
He's
Took
my
a knock.
fantasy league team,
Yeah.
better be there.
Took a knock the last game against Argentina.
Yeah.
Was it against Argentina? Yes. No, against Morocco.
Against Morocco.
Took a knock against Morocco, so he might be a doubt. But the rest of the guys are back, and we'll touch on that a little bit later. Some good news coming out of Old Trafford. A couple of contracts were triggered. Marcus Rashford, 1 year extension. Fred, 1 year extension.
Yes.
Dallo, 1 year extension. And
Good
I think
news.
it was McTominay,
McTominay.
a 1 year extension. David De
You know I
Gea,
don't like McDonald. You know I don't like McDonald.
our Scotsman.
Scotty!
We love you, Scott.
Yeah,
We don't need to worry what the scouts think. We love you.
Guys, so again, not me disrespecting a player, but
No, you
he's not
cannot
the right-
lie.
I don't think he's the right player for United, man.
I
But you
think
know
I-
what
I
he is?
don't think he is.
He's a right nationality. He's a Scottish. I love the Scottish.
The Scots.
I just love the Scottish. But you know why also? I hear a lot of stories about my grandfather. My grandfather was an avid Rangers supporter.
Okay. So that's where the
Rangers,
Scottish
so-
roots come from.
And also William Wallace, Braveheart, so that's why I love the Scottish, man.
So David De Gea, his 1 year trigger has not been, his 1 year extension has not been triggered. It's not that they're not extending it. They currently, okay, so Farid's eyes light up. It's not that they're not extending it, but they're trying to reduce his salary. So they still having discussions, and it's quite close. That because he was on like 350 a week.
Sure.
When we tried to save him,
highest paid player at United. Like,
Yeah.
well, after Ronaldo.
yeah, when we tried to obviously stop him from joining Madrid under Louis van Gaal, and then in Mourinho, we gave him a good contract, and it was a long contract.
Yeah.
We tied him in. So now we're trying to re-discuss those terms before we trigger the 1 year. And if he's happy to reduce his salary expectations, I think that 1 year will be triggered. Yeah.
Good.
But you want him there for another year?
Yes, I love David De Gea. And Spain, that's the reason why you flopped at the World Cup. You didn't take senior players
But it was also
like De
disrespectful,
Gea, Ramos, huh?
Your second behind there is
that Newcastle.
No, we got
what's his name? He came from Newcastle.
Dubravka.
Dubravka. Yes.
I don't know
Yes,
to spell it.
something like that.
And
And
then
the
we got
youngster?
Tom Heaton,
Oh yeah, the youngster went to Forest.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he'll ever come back to United.
I loved him.
He had a really dirty attitude when he left Manchester United. You don't talk like that in the public. I think
Yeah.
it's
But he's a good goalkeeper.
distasteful, good goalkeeper. So it'll be good to see him. I think he might be captain. I mean, might be tied because he's on loan from us.
Okay.
So he might not be playing for Forest, but it will be good to see him play. On the transfer side, before I get into the games and my predictions, on the transfer side, some big news for Manchester United. United have officially shown interest in Kylian Mbappe. That makes me think that a sale of Manchester United is very close because they know they've got funds. So Glazer's out finally. Hopefully it happens
I
sooner.
think it's close for both teams.
Yeah.
And this is
I think-
Kylian Mbappe official.
I mean, not
we say we don't
official,
do
official,
conspiracy
but
theories.
there's
Remember
some-
last week we spoke about the conspiracy theory, right?
Oh, man.
We say we don't do conspiracy theories, but I think I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but I think it means they went on those mid-season breaks for a reason. They went to go negotiate.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was important.
And the Glazers were in the World Cup and they were having all of these discussions.
Yeah, I think
so. Being linked with Mbappe, he's going to cost you 150 plus. So
I think
you need to have
200
money.
probably.
Yeah, you need to have money to be able to buy him. So we've been linked and we've shown official interest. And official interest means that a good journalist came out and said that United have shown interest.
Who was this journalist?
I can't remember his name. I think it's from the Athletic or from one of these.
the same guy that
publications.
did the Liverpool sale thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of them. So, good source. We've also been linked with either Jude Bellingham or Frankie de Jong for that midfield position. And
I heard at one stage both.
Yeah, both. I mean, I take either. Jude, I mean, if we can get him and Mbappe in one transfer window, that's United just flexing the muscle. That would be amazing.
Liverpool and United.
I mean, some big names
Look at
being
these
thrown
names,
around.
guys.
And then in the short term, we're being linked and strongly linked with Cody Gakpo. That looks really strong. Cody Gakpo at the World Cup said, if United come, I'll consider it. Van Nistelrooy was saying, there's only a certain amount of players, only a certain amount of time that you can hold on to a player. And with Gakpo, it looks like the time is up. So Van Nistelrooy, is thinking that's probably gone. We've been linked with Thuram, Lilian Thuram's son, who did really well in the final.
Across the front three.
The front three. And we need that striker up front. So we've been linked with him. And we've been linked with...
for Martial and Rashford.
No, Rashford is more that left winger coming in. Anthony on the right because of Sensio is not there. Martial up front, but Martial is injury prone, so it'll be good to have someone to
So if you get Gakpo and Thuram,
Thuram center.
Then we've got depth in squad depth.
Yeah, wow.
maybe it's a sign. It's one of them has to go.
Yeah.
But honestly, they'd have to offload someone.
And it won't be Rashford, right?
I don't think it'll be Rashford.
I mean, he's a
stupid.
poster boy of Manchester United.
I think it'll be stupid.
And then in the right back position, if Wan-Bissaka goes, we probably linked with bringing in a good understudy for Dalot. So not a big name, but a junior guy like we did with Malacia on the left. To be an understudy for Luke Shaw and then challenge him. We're looking for the same on the right. If Wan-Bissaka. I was disappointed that he didn't get a showing at the World Cup.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Who do you think were you eyeing?
There's talk about Dumfries potentially coming.
But he can be coming as an understudy.
Probably to challenge Dalot. Yeah. Probably Dumfries.
I heard Koundé at one stage as well.
Jules Koundé. No, but Koundé is at Barca. He just joined Barca, so I don't think so. There was talk about...
Koundé is a French guy.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was Koundé.
I don't know where I read that. Maybe I read wrong.
There was another name, but I can't remember. But there is someone that we link to. But Dumfries will be amazing if we can get Dumfries.
Just as he was bombing when they played against USA.
It was amazing on the
right wing.
Imagine you have Dumfries running down the right.
It's a thing.
It will be amazing. So, we linked with those players. And then in terms of the fixtures, we travel... we're not... Home to Forest. The return of Jesse Lingard. Got a lot to prove. Obviously a United boy through and through. We love him, but really had a tough time at United towards the end. And he'll have a lot to prove against Manchester United. He probably loves the club more than us. But when you feel you've been wronged and you come up against even the person you love, you probably want to needle them in to show them what they've lost,
I hope it comes right for him, man.
Not against
Such
United.
a talented player.
Not against United.
No, not against United, but talented player.
Talented player.
Very talented.
I think it's going to be a tricky game, but I think United, under Ten Hag, probably going to have a lot in the tank, and I think we're probably going to come home with our defense is a bit shaky. We're going to have Maguire and Lindelof, so probably a 2-1. Because Varane and Martinez both not returning, both made the World Cup final, so both not returning. So we're going to have Maguire and Lindelof.
I just want to quickly mention, and today we dropped it on Instagram about the butcher Martinez. And the loyalty and the respect he had for Ten Hag.
He was on his way to Arsenal.
We all know Arsenal were ready, it was almost done. Picked up the phone Ten Hag, listen, I'm on my way to Arsenal, but if you want me, I'm coming to you. Loyalty, man.
Ten Hag said, okay, I want you, my boy.
And that is the truth.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. So power.
But anyways, let's get back to Michael B. Jordan.
Bought over Michael B. Jordan, part of the consortium that bought him over. So interesting times. I think
American owner, yeah?
Yeah, and I think he's going to be the poster boy, which is interesting.
Bournemouth are in the Championship, right?
Oh, isn't Bournemouth in the Premier League?
The Premiership.
They're
not doing too well.
They're not doing too great.
They're the bottom.
How did I just say what a moomish from me?
It's okay.
Did they just sack the coach now recently also?
What a moomish.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Wait, where did Chelsea's coach come from?
Right.
From Brighton. Potter.
Oh yes, they are.
Not too shabby. They decent. They grappling on. They boxing.
So I don't know. Look,
They jabbing.
I don't know much about the consortium. I don't know how much money there is in it, but big ups to to Bournemouth. I think this
A nice
maybe
one.
saves their
Nice
season.
fresh one, yeah.
Saves
And I mean, what's happening? Movie stars, we've got Deadpool and now we've got Killmonger. Deadpool with Wrexham and Killmonger with Bournemouth.
Hey, by the way, can I ask a question? I watched only about 5 or 6 episodes of the Wrexham on Disney. What's happening with it? They still own it?
Yeah,
They still own, and they're still in the same league.
in for the long run.
In for a long time.
It will take us out.
Brilliant stuff, guys. Ibi Farid, always an honor. That was absolutely amazing. Liverpool, Manchester United. Lots of hopes, a lot of things that I'm sure can materialize. But again, we're going to repeat it. Tough times ahead for both of you guys. And yeah, Arsenal, hopefully, just joking. So let's go through
so
it.
seriously.
Let's go through it. Arsenal, I'm going for prediction 2-0 against West Ham. You went
2-1.
2-1.
Because of our
Farid,
defense.
2-0 Villa. So yeah,
2-0
those are the
Villa.
predictions.
2-0
Against Villa. Hey, don't do it. Una Emery will good evening, eh?
Good
No, you
evening.
can't
Good
trust
evening.
Unai. Ibi, you know you can't trust Unai.
Yeah.
You can't trust Unai. So brilliant stuff, amazing. Ibi, Farid, it was a pleasure.
Hundreds.
And
On 3.
on 3,
Two.
3, 2, 1. We are
Gun into Old Trafford.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
evening, everybody.